NSA leaker Edward Snowden is still calling the Moscow airport home. American intelligence sources say they are already seeing the consequences of his actions, and it is changing the way terrorists do business. Bob Orr is in Washington. Bob, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie and Nora. Well, there's another flight right now from Moscow to Havana, and no sign that Edward Snowden is aboard. Instead, he's still out of sight and in limbo. Snowden is believed to be spending yet another day in this transit zone of a Moscow airport, where he's been in a holding pattern since requesting asylum in Ecuador. Wednesday, that country's foreign minister said it could take up to 2 months before Ecuador decides if it will grant Snowden's appeal. So his original plan to fly to Cuba and then on to Ecuador may now be in doubt. Meanwhile, the U.S. is continuing to push Russia to expel Snowden so he can be returned to face criminal charges. While a prosecution is uncertain, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel said there's no question the leaks have been damaging.
Make no mistake, this violation of our laws was a serious security breach.
Intelligence sources say Al-Qaeda and other terror groups are already taking advantage of the leaks. By avoiding internet sites, terrorists now know the National Security Agency is monitoring.
The back and forth with terrorist groups has been going on for years.
Philip Mudd, a former CIA analyst, says when U.S. sources and methods are revealed, terrorists like the former head of Al-Qaeda change how they communicate.
Bin Laden was tipped off that we had a satellite phone, and he went off the net.
But the U.S. also alters its security measures in response to changing terrorist tactics.
In the short term, there's going to be a problem because they're going to read the newspapers, they're going to study up, and they're going to change activity. But over the long term, I think the U.S. intelligence community is going to have the strategic advantage. We'll find them again, and we'll hunt them down.
Now, the NSA is still working to understand the full scope of the damage caused by the leaks. It's believed that Snowden took more than 200 files, and officials fear that all of that has probably been compromised and lost to foreign intelligence services. Charlie, Nora?
Bob, thank you.